Start out with our current conditions. 82 our temperature with the dew point sitting at 76. The wind is nice and calm. We have a little outflow boundary that is working on through, and near the water the wind is out of the west and southwest. So that's going to continue overnight tonight, so it should be nice and humid. And we're finally waving goodbye to Erin. So if you are a TikTok follower or following someone on social media that told you this was going to destroy some portion of the U.S. or that this was going to be much closer to the U.S. than it actually was, well, you can go ahead and ask them for an apology, because you can see that curve right there did exactly as we forecasted it would. And thankfully this did its job. And you say, well, what is a hurricane's job? They're literally heat sinks. They're supposed to take heat away from the equator and move it toward the poles, and that's exactly what Erin is doing. Still category 2, racing off to the north and east at 20 miles per hour. The pressure is still quite low, 952, 100-mile-per-hour winds right around that center. It should transfer over to extratropical here pretty quickly over the next couple of days. Tower cam, as we look outside across to the south and west, that's the Perry and Young tower cam. You can see the bay relatively flat. Chance of showers and storms overnight tonight. Land breeze activity will actually be active into the early morning hours, with the temperatures falling into the mid to upper 70s. And you can see the sea breeze working its way in, and that's going to be the overall prevailing flow as we go through the overnight as well. So that's why I'm saying the land breeze activity should get going. So we'll see the wind shift on land, and then overnight tonight we'll actually see stuff start to develop out over the Gulf, and with that prevailing wind it should push onshore into the early morning hours. Most of the activity out there at the moment is actually north of the Panhandle until you get all the way over to Pensacola, and as we go through the rest of tonight we're going to lose a lot of the action with the heating of the day. But there you can see the dotted land breeze activity into the early morning hours, so you might be woken up by a stronger storm or a loud boom if you live near the coast. And then once again tomorrow afternoon, coastal area is protected thanks to that concave coastline, and the majority of the action happening inland. We should see better coverage than what we had today. On Saturday, a little bit of question marks here, at least in my head. Whenever you see this kind of setup and you get showers and storms to develop near the coast early, that usually kills the instability. So even though you're going to see a high rain chance on Saturday, it's possible most of that action actually ends up offshore. The good news is, with cloud cover and shower and thunderstorm activity around, it will be much cooler for your Saturday. That is good news. Rain chances and rain totals, you can still see it is going to be rather scattered about. So maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain where those heavier thunderstorms do develop between now and Saturday afternoon. But for the most part, we're talking about very hit and miss totals. So some locations may miss out entirely as we go through the next several days, while others may see several showers and thunderstorms, rounds of that, if you will. And we're all looking forward to what you see there on the forecast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Overnight lows down into the 60s, daytime highs mid to upper 80s. It's going to be all about the dew points. Drier air feels much nicer, gives you those good hair days. That's what we have next week.
Awesome. And will allergies be better as well?
Allergies are definitely suffering today. I think they're at like 5.9, so that's in the moderate category. It's ragweed and chinnopods at the current moment. So if you're an allergy sufferer, just take that allergy medication. Sorry.
All right. Thanks, Ross.